Hey guys, MasaeAnela here, and welcome back to another episode of Tales of Symphonia. In the last episode, we finally fought against Kratos and Origin and defeated both, and got the right to wield the Eternal Sword. Then we came here and had Dirk create the Eternal Ring so that we can wield it. And in this episode, we're gonna go and find it. But before we do that, there's a few things that I do want to talk about. I didn't want to talk about it in the last episode because it was really high tension and the world was ending and the sky disappeared, even though we can see the sky right up there. But still, that's besides the point. I just didn't want to interrupt the mood with my little musings, because I tend to muse a lot. Anyway, the first thing that I want to mention is something interesting about the scene where Mythos possesses Colette. I know that a lot of you, myself included, kind of might feel like, wow, Colette sure does get kidnapped so very often. Gee, she sure is that damsel in distress. And I do agree that it kind of feels a little bit redundant that she would be rescued so many times, or kidnapped so many times for that matter. But in actuality, that scene is determined by who you chose in Flanor. We're getting into the bulk of what Flanor actually affects. So whoever you talk to is the person that you go out with in Heimdall in the middle of the night, as well as who gets possessed by Mythos. It's really kind of crazy and really neat. If you go back and kind of listen to those cutscenes, they refer to the person who's kidnapped in a very neutral way. Like, just to point one out, Zello says, our friend was just kidnapped. He doesn't mention Colette by name, and that is the reason why. I think that's really interesting, and I kind of wish I could see what Reigns was like. Because I think that would be kind of interesting to see someone else getting kidnapped other than Colette for once. But anyway, I just wanted to point that out really briefly. And second of all, we do have the Materia Blade, which is an equipment for Lloyd. Or Material Blade, excuse me. I thought it said Materia Blade all this time. But, this is extremely awkward. The Kusanagi Blade is better by a lot. And that's actually not the extent of it. I'll go into a little bit more detail about this a little bit later, but yeah, the Kusanagi Blade is overall just a better weapon than the Material Blade, and it makes me so sad because the Material Blade looks so cool. Look at that, it's like fire and water as two separate blades, and it's like, it's Dirk's greatest work, and he's like, I doubt you have a blade that's as good as this one. And then, sorry Pops, I picked one up from the demon down the street. Literally, like it was actually in Azalea Forest, right outside of Dirk's doorstep. It's kind of sad, and that hurts me. Honestly, I wish that the Kusanagi Blade didn't exist. Honestly, like, I appreciate that it does, and I like that we have it, but I don't like how we get something so soon after that's supposed to be this really cool blade that is the strongest out of anything, and it's pretty much the efforts of both of his fathers put together. And I don't know, I could rant forever about that, and I will rant a little bit more about it in a little bit, but we're gonna put that aside for now. But I will say straight up that I am using the Material Blade. Yes, factually the Kusanagi Blade is better, and we did have our time with it through the past couple of areas, but honestly, I feel like it would be a crime if I didn't use the Material Blade for the chapter coming up before us. So honestly, that's what I chose to do. I thought long and hard about it, so Lloyd now has some pretty flashy looking blades. And something else, I'm gonna mention this one more time. Sorry, I keep going back to this, but that sword is the same as Kratos' sword in the battle. It's really neat. I find that really classy. Just saying. Okay, I'm gonna put that out there right now. And now before we leave, I do want to talk to our dads. Kratos, your determination is admirable. Changing your way of life is a very difficult thing. I owe it partly to you, Dirk. You raised Lloyd to be a man who lives a pure and honest life. That's what changed me. Allow me to express my thanks. I'm his father too. There's no need to thank me. Don't mention it. Aw, that's so cool. Lloyd, please stop Mythos. I'll do you proud, Dad. I'll do you proud. Say, Dad, can you do that customization thingy? What? Customization? Well, I can, but there's plenty of other people more specialized in it. I was thinking, with your skill, I bet you could make some really amazing stuff. When you put it like that, as a dwarf, I'd be embarrassed not to do it. Alright, leave it to me. The great Dirk will put his skills to use and customize for you. Really? Alright! Alright, so we have a customization store right in our own home. And you can probably see some pretty interesting things right off the bat. We have a stun charm, which is great if you don't already have 4, which I do have 4 of, but still. That's besides the point. We have an amulet. Protects from all status effects, but sometimes fails. Okay, whatever. But the pretty interesting things are here we have a rabbit's foot. We can make quite a few of those, actually. We have a spirit symbol. That's pretty neat. Demon Seal acquire 100% more experience but causes status effects during battle. If you want to grind on that dragon, since it's an easy fight, this is a great way to do it. Extreme symbol considerably increases attack. I need 3 demon seals for that. Wow, maybe not. Maybe not. So yeah, this is a really interesting thing that you can do. Some of these items do customize into others, so it would take a lot of grinding to actually get some of these things. Blue Saphira, this is what we can get this without a boss fight, so that's pretty neat. So just letting you know that Dirk's shop is available to us now. Nothing that I particularly want to get at this time. What? I guess we can do it without talking to Dirk himself. That's bizarre. Can I poke around any of his other things? Wow, that's actually hilarious. Oh, no, he actually tells us to do it. Okay. Lloyd, don't forget the Dwarven vows. Just do what you can. Just do what you can do. And if that'll save the world, then make sure you do it right. You can't be half-hearted about it. Wise advice from a wise man. Alright, well, that's about it. The last thing that I wanted to do at Dirk's house. And now, hello, Noish. I keep doing that. Now it's off to the Tower of Salvation, but on MasaeAnela's side. You might be thinking, hey, wait now, the Tower of Salvation crumbled and fell to the ground, you know, just ask the elves. Well, there might be a little bit of it left, so let's go and investigate. The Tower of Salvation is right over here. It's not too terribly far away, so let's just come over here and see what's left of it. Oh, well, there certainly isn't much left. We still can't fly over it, but look at that tower. It certainly is tall. Anyway, we have a character skit. Mythos' crime and sadness. I think Mythos may actually be sad. What do you mean? When Mythos... Excuse me, we already had this talk, except with Genus. Yes, he still tried to face forward and believe in people. You know, exactly what we said to Genus. And in the end, he gave up. The fallen hero, Mythos Yggdrasil. Zalos! Listen to me, Lloyd. Don't make a mistake here. If you consider an eye for an eye to be justice, then Mythos has long since carried out sufficient revenge on those who deserved it. The humans who betrayed Mythos died 4,000 years ago. But people haven't changed. That's right, and neither have half-elves. Why is that? Because neither side has approached the other. They refuse to make an effort, and that is Mythos' fault. Yeah, that's true. Now listen, what Mythos is doing is just slaughter. It's not something we can stand by and watch. You know better than to forget that, right? Yeah, I hear you. I won't hesitate anymore. I will destroy Mythos. To put an end to all of this. Ooh, I actually really like that character skit. I like that better than Genus's. Wow. Once again, Zello sure has a way with words when he wants to. I kind of wonder if I can get the rest of the party because I wasn't expecting to get that. I never have gotten more than one before. Interesting. I tried waiting for a bit to see if another one would pop up, but it doesn't seem like it's going to. I'm pretty satisfied that we got to see that character skit though. I really like the one with Zelos. I guess it just makes it seem a lot more cool when he says something serious because he's always such a goofball. Anyway, it's time. Let's head into the Tower of Salvation. And as you can see walking up, everything is in shambles, but thankfully, there's still a pathway to the Eternal Sword. The only thing left is that dais. It's the Eternal Sword. Lloyd, are we fully prepared? This may be our last battle. Yeah, we're set. You who possess the new right, what do you ask of me? Carry us to Derris-Kharlan, to where Mythos and our dear friend are. Understood. Here we go, everyone. Welcome to Derris-Kharlan. We're finally here, guys. This is our final stage. So, right off the bat, we have some new monsters and a new battle theme. This is pretty cool. Look at these guys. Samael, Death, and Phantom Knight. These guys are so cool. And they are undead element. Now, I said that I was going to kind of complain a little bit. Well, okay, let's see. Watch this. 508. Let's go into Lloyd's equipment and equip the Kusanagi blade. Wow, actually, that's not too much more. Well, actually, yeah. Oh, 600. That's a lot. Oh, that's actually quite a lot. Okay, so the thing that I was gonna say is that the Kusanagi blade has a secondary effect. The secondary, oh yeah, that's a lot more damage that it does now that I'm actually doing a combo. The secondary effect of the Kusanagi blade is that it does increase damage to undead enemies. Guess what these are? These guys are quite undead. So the Kusanagi blade is pretty much specifically geared to take out everything in this area super quickly. And again, I'm not really sure how I feel about that. Yes, I do think that you should get something super cool for getting, for defeating the sword dancer, but just, I just wish it weren't something better than the material blade that we get shortly after. All right, well, let's fight you.
Not much of a specimen.
We have Phantasm as well. These guys are really creepy looking. Okay, this one's casting. These remind me of the things over in the Tower of Mana a long time ago, actually. I think it has been quite a while since our last time fighting actually undead enemies. Oh, he just punched right over my head. Okay. That works. Omega Tempest is gonna be really nice here. You know what else would be nice? The Kusanagi blade. Okay, but no, seriously. The material blade looks so cool. It honestly is the coolest looking weapon. Just look at this thing. It's fire and water wrapped into one. I can't praise it enough in that respect, at least. And it definitely does fit the bill of something that you would love to use right like towards the end of the adventure. Level up for Regal. Not sure if I should be using this party, but I think I will stick with it for now. I do believe if we go east here, it should loop back around.
I don't care for pointless battle.
Oh, we have a Doom Guard. Ugh. Okay, that guy's a little bit creepy. Not gonna lie. I'm gonna attack you before you start casting some things. And I know you're gonna cast things sooner or later. Okay, here we go. Speaking of casting things, no. Okay, well, he cast it anyway. I guess it's not too bad. Honestly, I should be having Rain cast a lot more spells.
That's that.
Ooh, things drop black quartz here. That'll come in handy. Some good items, actually, not bad. So I didn't swing by the store before this, so hopefully we'll be okay. But it seems like I'm gonna be getting some good items from drops, so I'm not complaining too much. Anyway, we have an EX Gem level 2. And if we go this way, this should drop us off into the lap of another enemy. Whoa, wait, what? I just noticed that guy took no damage from Photon. What is this thing? Phantom Knight. Oh, it just isn't taking damage from any elements. Okay. Well, here you go. Take this sword to your face instead. How about that? That better? And Sheena's getting healed. That's good. Alright. Well, Sheena's not doing anything to this thing, so I need to prioritize these guys on dragons. That's good to know. Okay. I'm actually the only person doing damage. That was a little bit bad. Well, at least now I know. But anyway, as I was gonna say, we get dropped off right back to the warp, so that circles around. And now we can go back this way. And I think up here... Well, this takes me to another place. So I want to investigate the western half of this, just to make sure. I like to make sure that I'm not skipping over anything instead of like just rushing ahead. Oh, pfft, never mind. Okay, well, that was a disappointment. So we're gonna backtrack a little bit and then continue on to the next area. Maybe I should switch Sheena out. Maybe, It's been a little while since Persea has been in the party, so I figure why not let her in on the action. Besides that, Regal also gets a buff from her being here too, because guilt. So that works. So with our new party, we're going into our battles, and we have fought these guys before. I was hoping that we would have a new enemy to test out this party with. I mean, like I said, it has been a while since we've seen Masea do anything. But hey, she just hasn't been like terribly relevant ever since we wrapped up her like little personal quest. Come on, wake up! Wow, I'm getting stun locked. No, absolutely not. I am. Nope. Wow. Actually, I don't have too many lemon gels. There we go. Save myself. Oh, thanks, Regal. Wow. Guys, I don't need the healing anymore. It's like they all panicked as soon as I didn't need it anymore. Alright, so let's go. Blow you all away and done.
Not a bad exercise, was it?
No, not bad at all. Not a bad cabbage roll either. Fight you, you're guarding a chest.
Not bad, am I?
Level up for Lloyd! I'm not surprised, we've been fighting a lot of things lately. Open up this chest and we get a golden helm. I believe this is one of, if not the best helm for Lloyd or Zelos. I don't know. Yeah, that is a really good helm. I think I'll give it to Lloyd though. Maybe I'll give Zelos the star helm. Look at that, 308. That is pretty good. Yeah, you can equip that. Why not? Okay, so that's actually really nice. So we're gonna head up here. We have this platform. Okay, I made a decision. I'm gonna go ahead and show something off real quick and then go into a little bit of an explanation mode. So I'm controlling Masea right now. I need to get slapped around a little bit so that... Come on, hit me. Hit me. Hit me. Come on. Wow, when I want it to actually hit me, it's not going for it. Come on, man. Come on, man. I'm right here. Oh, Wolverine. That works. Yes. Are you gonna keep going? Come on, man. Come on, man. You know you want to. I'm not gonna get the chance to, aren't I? Come on. Wow, he just hits right over my head. My party really does not need me at all. There we go. Okay, so while in overlimit... Oh, please, no. Please don't kill it. No, everyone back up. Back up. Hold. Hold. And hold. Everyone stand down. Holy crap. The thing that I want to show you guys... Lloyd!
The wrong guy to mess
with. No! Ugh! I'm going to find something else and show you guys something if it's the last thing that I do. Holy crap, I can't believe that just happened. Oh, I'm a little bit bitter, and I know that some of you, a good chunk of you, know what I wanted to show. I'm really upset. Lloyd, you ruined everything! Finally! Okay, so what I want to do is hold down the button and hit you with Beast. That is a mystic art. Every character has one or two in their arsenal, and they all have ridiculous, completely ridiculous requirements. Well, most of them. Some of them aren't too bad. Like that one that I just used of Masaea's is actually not terrible. Like, I had to go way out of my way to demonstrate it. Mind you, I've been sitting here letting that thing club me upside the head for like the past 7 minutes or so. Something along those lines. But mystic arts are special. Obviously, like, it's extremely powerful. And if you can get it to work, then it's great. You can, oh, Rain, you don't need to be on front lines. If you can get it to work, it's great. And I really do recommend trying to go for them if you can, but like trying to outright use them as much as you can, you probably won't get the chance to until maybe your second playthrough. Because honestly, I've been going out of my way to try to activate them, or rather get the requirements down so I could show them all right in a line, and honestly it just hasn't worked out. I've been trying to get all of the requirements down pat, but it's just, I couldn't do it. A lot of the skills that I need aren't actually gotten yet, a lot of the basic things, and most of them require you to be in over limit for you to actually use them, and this angel is in the way. I think I took a wrong turn somewhere, so I'm gonna back up for a bit. But yes, that's a Mystic Art. Every character has one or two. I think Rain has two, Zelos has two, I think. Presea has two. It's kind of nuts. I think I did want to mention it at this point because everyone is able to get them. Like, now everyone can technically meet the requirements to use their Mystic Arts. Lloyd is the last one. His requirements are that he needs to have the Material Blade, and here it is, he needs Eternal Swordsman. The sword promises eternity, and its radiance will transcend time and space. Well, this is actually a better title for him anyway, so I think we're gonna equip it. But he needs to have those two things to be able to use his Mystic Arts. And like, honestly, it's besides that, just to give you an idea, he needs to have the Material Blade equipped, the Eternal Swordsman title unlocked, not it doesn't have to be equipped, but it has to be unlocked, and he has to be at 15% HP or lower, and then he has to use a button combination while he's at 15% or lower HP. It's just a lot to keep track of, and it's not something that I particularly am good at keeping track of, or something that I really think to activate. And to be honest, you really do not need, is this the right way? I can't remember. Somewhere. Actually, I don't know. I'm busy rambling about Mystic Arts, but you honestly, especially if you're playing on normal, you don't need them. Like, I haven't been struggling particularly on any fights, on any of the fights that we've had thus far, and honestly, like, it's okay. But I do know that if you are playing on the harder difficulties of Tales of Symphonia, then those Mystic Arts can be lifesavers. I don't think I'm going to particularly, like I said, pay attention to them because it's just not necessary and it's such a headache. But it's something to keep in mind if you need something to save you at the last moment. Granted, it's not that you can actually plan it or anything, but it's something to keep in mind. And I'm actually a little bit lost now. Everything in this dungeon looks really samey.
Not a bad exercise, was it?
Level up for Rain and Presea, and Rain gained some extra experience. But yeah, going back to Mystic Arts really quick. Also, I think I was going in the right direction in the first place. But I needed some time to ramble about Mystic Arts anyway, so it worked out. To activate the Mystic Art that I used with Presea specifically, you have to have Beast at 100 uses or more. She has to be an over limit, and you have to activate P charge. So it requires you to dedicate one of her EX skill slots to the Mystic Art. Honestly, like, it's an interesting skill on its own, but because it does increase her attack power, but to dedicate it just so that you can use the Mystic Art is a little bit, I don't know. Just the fact that she has to be an over limit while at the same time keeping that in mind too. I think I'll prefer to have her in Glory since I'm not going to be trying to do the Mystic Arts. So as for me actually showing them off, I'm honestly not entirely sure. Maybe if I can get all of the stuff together off screen, I might show them later on. I don't know. there were already some things that I was thinking about dedicating to like end of series bonus episodes, like I mentioned before, the Coliseum and like a few other things I think I've already mentioned wanting to take care of later. Maybe at that point I'll see if I can get together footage of the Mystic Guards. It's really hard to do, and like I said, I wanted to tack it on right around this time, but I just couldn't do it in time. I've been specifically trying to go out for it and it just didn't work out. So maybe later off screen I'll work towards it and see if I can do it at that point. Anyway, I'm really kind of wondering. I'm pretty sure this is the right way. I wanna see where I'm going.
Not much of a specimen.
And we have some new enemies here. I think they're new. I'm not sure if they're the same ones that we fought in the Tower of Salvation, but what have you. They're new enough. Actually, I think they are new. I think they have different color palettes. This is the other place that you can eventually like encounter angel archers as well, so that's something to keep in mind. If you need the angels in your monster book, then this is definitely the place to find them. I guess that kind of goes without saying because it is Derris-Kharlan. And let's see, I'm gonna continue going this way. And yes, this is where I wanted to go. So I was on the right track in the first place. I just got really confused when we started running into things that I wasn't recognizing. Well, let's fight you. Alright, so we have another fork here, and we can go north, and at the end of this, if I am on the right track, hopefully I'm on the right track. Yes! Finally! Okay, I know where I am. I have the layout of this place. I'm reacquainted. So this is a magical ribbon. Who can equip this? I'm not sure. Oh, wow. All three of them can. Okay, so let's see. Magical ribbon. Wow, that's actually pretty respectable. Magical ribbon. Not good for you because it lowers your int. Not bad, but I think I'll put it on Masea. There we go. Sure, we can fight you. Okay, now that I have my bearings straight, and now I'm not wandering around just kind of ranting about mystic arts, I think we're gonna go ahead and wrap things up here. And in the next episode, we're gonna continue our trek through Derris-Kharlan. Oh boy, it feels weird to be here. Alright guys, I will see you guys next time. MasaeAnela, out.